Uh, Hello everyone. Good day, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are joining. So I'm Yash Doshi. I'm like the lead product manager for all of the visibility and reporting features in Strata Cloud Manager. I'm super excited to walk through a demo showcasing like how our customers are going to benefit from this unparalleled visibility and value with customers like next generation hardware, software firewalls, Prisma access, CDSS services through Palo Alto Networks unified management platform, which is the Strata Cloud Manager. I'm sure you must all have seen like our CEO Nikesh announced our platformization story and what we have been building in Strata Cloud Manager for the past few years. And this is exactly that, what I'm going to show you today. So let's start with like what was the exactly the problem and why we came towards this command center and activity insight solution. So problem like all of us know like that network security threats are growing in sophistication, scale, and like even speed as well. Like even like hackers are using AI to like do all like the threat infestation. Traditional security solutions are very complex, fragmented, and they are relying on like outdated methods. And this is actually resulting in more work for less security and leaves companies exposed. And what was the solution? So the solution was like the Palo Alto Networks Strata Network Security Platform is going to provide a holistic platform that replaces multiple disjointed security tools. And it will simplify and unify like your network security, like in turn delivering like superior ROI. So now we know that like on an average, like all our customers, they use at least like 10 to 20 like different fragmented solutions to unify their entire network. And that is what we actually want to solve and how we want to provide a unified visibility for this problem. So the key features, like one is like the unified policy and enforcement. So we will have like consistent security policies across customers' entire network. Then we'll have real-time security. So we are like leveraging like AI and machine learning to deliver like real-time threat protection. And like it is consistent and enforcement everywhere, like a single security platform for all location and all the needs as we see over here. And what are like the different benefits that we will get out of it? Like we are going to get like improved security posture to defend against like ever evolving threats. We are going to reduce the complexity and workload for customer security team, and it is going to lower like the total cost of ownership as well. And we have like a one customer example where like a leading global beverage company used our platform to secure their like cloud, offices, manufacturing facilities. They eliminated the security gaps to ensure consistent user experience. Like they used to have like ransomware incidents of like 12 per day and which got reduced to zero. And like they simplified their all different security like vendors solutions from like 6 to 10 different solutions to one single platform. So now we want to like I want to show like how all of this is going to like turn into like a one single product and one single visibility like pane of glass. So I'll give an introduction of what this Strata Command Center is. And I don't want to go through like all the slides, right? I want to actually dive directly into the actual product, how it is going to work and how the customers are going to get this visibility in a few weeks. So the top 4 use cases of Palo Alto Networks Strata Network Security Platform with Command Center are like it is improved visibility and actionability. Like customers can see the effectiveness of their network security product and take action based on that information. How do we enhance the security posture? So this platform is going to help you improve your overall security posture by providing a better understanding of the entire network and identifying potential threats. So this helps us giving like a single pane of glass view of how my cloud delivered security services are protecting all the users and devices that are accessing private SaaS or internet facing apps. And then like optimized network security performance, like customers can ensure the operational health of their network security portfolio, leading to better uptime and performance. Like one of the key aspects is user experience. Like how do I know there is any actual impact to my users when they are accessing any applications, how to know that the problem is not in their phone, the device, or the application itself that are hosted in public cloud. So everyone from help desk to network operators are going to benefit from this operational view to drive better uptime. And last is like data security. Like we want to prioritize protecting customers' data both at rest and in motion. So here we are going to focus on safeguarding sensitive data accessed by users, including like PII. Our inline data loss prevention and email DLP will work seamlessly to achieve this. So I do have like slides to go through and show, but I will like directly dive into the actual product itself so we can start. So as you see, this is going to be the landing page of Strata Cloud Manager in a few weeks once we go GA for all customers. This new experience on Strata Cloud Manager is going to offer like a comprehensive view of Palo Alto Network's estate and customer-owned services. And this is illustrating how we are actually safeguarding users, IoT devices, and applications within your organizations while ensuring an exceptional user experience. So let's dive into this summary view that we are seeing. This is providing a live snapshot of traffic volume, showcasing like how users, IoT devices, external hosts are accessing the internet SaaS and private applications while being protected through my next-gen firewall, hardware, software, public firewalls, and Prisma Access deployed in your organization. So as we see, I see like all the IoT devices count over here, how many users are connected, how many other users or external hosts are actually connecting to my environment, and how each of my next-gen firewall and Prisma Access, how they are protecting all these applications. Now, the best part is like if I just want to see what is Prisma Access doing for me, I just click on this bubble. And if you see, all the applications and numbers got updated. So how many users are protected through Prisma Access? How much traffic is flowing? So this is showing that for last 3 hours, there is 2.7 terabyte of data transfer that has happened between these almost 11K users that are accessing 246 internet apps, 308 SaaS apps, and 77 private apps. So this is the kind of visibility that we are providing. And if you see the below widgets that we have are also getting updated when I go into the Prisma Access. If I want to see the below widgets for across Prisma Access and a next-gen firewall, then I just come back and then all the numbers are updated again. That is the beauty of this single pane of glass view where I get like all the visibility. Now going into the bottom widgets that we have, it is showing me like the overall threat landscape of my organization, like how many threats are detected, blocked, and allowed. And it also shows me like increasing and decreasing threat trends. And there is an ability to click and navigate to threat details pages for deeper insights. So I'll go there in a minute. And then as we see in the next section, which is like the user experience in an organization, like how many users are having good or poor experience because of their devices, Wi-Fi, LAN, internet, and applications, and how many there are open incidents across my network. And then again, ability to click and navigate to user experience detail pages. So if I just navigate over here, I can actually directly go to the user experience view itself and get detailed insights of what the experience is, what the score is, where exactly in the network there are problems. So I get all the visibility over here. Going back to this view, now we see like the data security section, right? How many matches for policy action like allowed, blocked, quarantined, and sharing revoked with top profiles for each action, and then ability to click and navigate to data security profile pages for deeper visibility into data loss prevention policies and incidents. So this is not just a visibility view that we are providing, but it is like a complete workflow that we are going to drive from these views. I can go next. Okay, what is the user experience? What are the threats? What policies are actually hitting for these particular threats are getting alerted in my system? How do I go and make edits to the policy? So that is the entire workflow that we are going towards. So this summary page is providing all these different interactions. Now moving to the next view, which is the threat view. So now if we see, there is a next icon over here, and I can switch between different views. And this is like an overall summary of my network. Now I want to see more details about how are threats, how my network is protected from all the different threats. What is like the different services that I have, which is like the threat prevention, URL filtering, wildfire, DNS security. How are they protecting our environment? So now if I mouse over on specific links right over here, this is giving me visibility that threat prevention as a service, how many critical, high, medium, low severity threats were blocked versus alerted. And the lines, like the colors, are representing the severity. So the more like red we see is like the high severity ones, and the more yellow we go towards yellow, it is like low severity threats. So that is how we have like built this entire view with like a customer in mind, that how customers will be able to find like, okay, how can I drive action? How can I drive workflow from this single view? So now if I want to this is showing me all the users that are generating threats in my network and all the applications as well. And then we see all the information below, which is like all the 4 services, how many threats or malicious URLs or malicious DNS requests are we actually blocking in the time period selected. And we do have a filter here that I can select, and I can change the time filter required. So we support up to 30 days as well for this view. Now, again, like we see, like what are the threats, how many threats are blocked, what are the threat trends. And on the right, this is even like more helpful feature. For each of the threat categories, vulnerability, C2, phishing, malware, grayware, for each of them, what are the total counts? And then not just the counts, I want to go and see these particular threats. So if I click over here, this is going to take me to the next feature that I'm going to show shortly, which is the activity insights. So now I got the visibility of all the threads, but now I want to see the list of these threads. So I just go here and click on view threads, and this will take me to the activity insights view where all the threads are going to be listed. And we have a lot of really helpful features. So this is showing me that we have like over 500,000 threads that were seen across URL, threat prevention, wildfire, DNS services. What was the threat distribution over here? The threats by severity, like what is the severity of these threats? And I can get more information about each of these threats by going into like, let's say I want to just click on this one, Trojan coin miner. It will show me how many different users experience this particular threat at what point of time, and I can get all of that information, including the rule name, as we see here. So we see like all the threat category, subcategory, application name, severity, license, device if available, the rule name, was it blocked or allowed. All the information is available over here. So I'll go back to the command center view to go to the threats view. And now again, like if I click on like threat prevention, it is going to filter everything, all the users and applications for threat prevention, and show me how many are allowed versus alerted. So now I know that, oh, there were some threats that got alerted. That means I have to make some edits to my policies, which is alerting or allowing these particular threats. So it is not the solution that is not working. It is like there is something wrong in my policy configuration that I need to go and make edits to. So all of those visibility, and again, all the below widgets get updated by this particular view. So now I can go back and I can also see more information about like if I purchased any particular like licenses, for how many devices I purchased, how many are without license. I can get all of that visibility from here as well. So this is the threats view with all the visibility around threats. I will move into the third view, which is the operational health. So again, I click on over here and we come to the operational health view. So operational health view helps in getting like deeper understanding on the user and application experience in their organization and operational health via open incidents, like across like NGFW or Prisma Access. And this persona wants to plan the most uptime for their NGFW and PAs. So how can we proactively and in some cases even predict the NGFW or PA issues? Like for example, like is my next gen firewall going to run out of capacity? Can I predict this event upfront? Proactive detection means before it becomes a widespread impact, how can I use AI and ML to detect all failures in my network? One of the other key aspects is user experience. Like, how do I know there is any actual impact to my users when they are accessing applications? How to know that the problem is not in their phone device, as we discussed, and it is in the application itself. So, like the help desks to operation network operators, like everyone is going to benefit from this operational view to drive like better uptime. So now if I mouse over here on any specific things, it is going to provide me more information about like, let's say I click on this Prisma Access bubble over here. How many users are connected via Prisma Access that is accessing internet, SaaS, or private applications? How many are having access to the network? How many are having access to the applications? So now if I mouse over here
I think there is some issue with this. Let me check in a moment. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just give us a minute. He's connecting back. I think I believe it was a Zoom issue. Yes, you're on mute.
Okay. Where did I get lost? Was it like when I was about to start the bottom section?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay, got it. Okay. So here, I'll start. At the bottom of the operational health view, we are getting three key data points with actionable insights. One is the open health incidents by severity. So this provides a breakdown incidents of NGFW Prisma Access, and soon it will be Prisma SD-WAN as well, with various severity. Ability to navigate to incident overview page to understand the root cause of the incidents with playbooks to remediate the open incidents. Now, if we see the middle section, which is the subcategories for open incidents. This is providing a breakdown of open incidents for specific objects, impact analysis of users, sites, or NGFW devices impacted. And the third we see is the user experience in my organization that we saw in the summary page. So this is like, and I can click on different things, and I can again go into the incidents and alerts view to get all the detailed insights over here. So that is like, as I said, right? It is not just like a visibility tool that we have built. It is like an entire workflow that we are providing. So now we can drive action. Now going to the data security view, we want to prioritize protecting like our data both at rest and in motion. So here we are focusing on safeguarding sensitive data that is accessed by users, including PII, and how we will see over here like how our data loss prevention and email DLP will work to achieve this. So let me select a longer time duration if we have more data. Okay, perfect. Now over here, like by clicking on like data at rest, we see more insights about like how the sensitive data users uh, are having like accessing all these different applications. What are like how many critical incidents were seen? What is like the like increase or decrease? Assets by action, quarantined versus sharing revoked, all the count. And I can again like click on it and drill down and go into like the DLP page and see more insights about this. And what is like the secure file sharing? Like if I click on any application on the right over here, so let's say this one, the total number of file uploads and downloads, the number of file transfers like blocked due to presence of sensitive information, like details on security posture management violations, showcasing instances where security measures automatically detected and addressed deviations from established security standards. So this is how we have all this different information in the command center, which is giving us a comprehensive overview of the entire network security portfolio. Insights into all the cloud delivered security services and how they are protecting all our users and applications, the role of our advanced machine learning and AI ops portfolio in optimizing the operational health outcomes, and the crucial role of DLP in safeguarding data both at rest and in motion. So this completes the demonstration of the command center, but now I want to drill down into the activity insights feature, and both of these features are actually releasing in a couple of weeks. So this is the command center, which is going to be the home view in the left. So this is going to be the landing page as we see. And this activity insights is going to be like the second item below the command center. And we'll go into more details what activity insights is. So just to give a background, like the fundamental responsibility of a network security administrator is to like comprehend the activities within like your network, including like user traffic generation, application usage, and threat detection. However, sometimes like critical data related to like next-gen firewall, Prisma Access, SD-WAN is currently like dispersed across Strata Cloud Manager, and which is resulting in a fragmented landscape of dashboards. And this fragmentation like hinders admin's job in effectively carrying out like task and stitching the observations. So now I have to see threats visibility or like my users or applications, like what is going on. I have to go to a separate dashboard specifically for next gen firewall, separate dashboard for SD-WAN, separate for Prisma Access. This is getting fixed with this particular feature that we are about to release. Most of the government organizations have to like generate reports of users who generated like a higher threshold of threats in the network or visited malicious sites. So imagine like keeping a record across 10 different tools for the same user with a different reporting experience and then stitching the data for it. So that is why I came up with this solution to create a unified workflow within Strata Cloud Manager to seamlessly integrate data from Prisma Access, NGFW, CDSS, like everything. And this workflow is going to serve as a centralized hub for administrators to access critical information about your network. We did a lot of customer research. We met with all of you, lot of you on this network activity insights and command center to get feedback. And everyone is excited for this feature to be available soon. And we also got feedback from customers that they are used to Panorama and ACC type features. And how do we get similar visibility in Strata Cloud Manager? And that is where we are. So I'll like start showing the capability over here. So as we see, similar to ACC, we have this view to see all my top applications, top threads, information about the traffic in my network, the top sites in my network, and the top rules. Now I want to see the top applications based on the maximum number of sessions that it had in my network. What if I want to see the top applications based on data transfer? Then I just go to data transfer. What if I want to see top applications based on maximum number of threads? Then I can actually go and see for maximum number of threads accordingly. So I have all these pills that are helping me achieve this particular use case. So I can see all the top threads in my environment. Like, do I want to see like the thread name, or do I want to see the thread category? Then I can click on this particular view and it will show me the different thread categories and the breakdown of it. On the right, we see the traffic usage, like how many total number of sessions I had for the time period selected, how much data transfer happened for the time period selected, and how much of it was upload versus download. How many users are generating traffic in the time period selected. So all of this information is available from one single view. What are the top sites that are getting accessed with maximum number of sessions? Or like if I want to see with maximum number of users, then I can just filter which are the maximum sites accessed by maximum users. On the right, we see this is the top rules widget, which is like the all the rules in my environment with maximum amount of sessions, or the rules that are allowing a lot of data transfer that to be happened. So now I get visibility about, are my rules too loose or too strict? Am I allowing all the users to do anything they want in my network, or am I restricting them too much? So I get all this visibility. And now this is only about the top view, right? I will go into more detailed view as well for each of these things. Now let me show you the reporting side of this. So this is not just visibility. Like customers were requesting that, oh, I want this similar reporting functionality. So what I can do is I can actually download a PDF, which will get downloaded in less than a minute. Or I can even click on schedule report and I can schedule this report right from here. So I can select, do I want this recurrence daily or weekly or monthly? I can do that at what time. And I can just enter my email address over here and it will schedule this particular report. So this is the scheduling, like sending an email functionality where it goes as an attachment, or I can download it right here. And even the better part is we have a lot of useful filters over here. So let's say if I want to filter this view for a specific user or a specific application or a specific threat category. So I only want to see like malware, like information about malware in my network. Then the entire view is going to be filtered for malware. So that is how like everything is going to get updated. Similarly, I can add any different like source location, threat action, like all the different services that I want to. I can have a lot of useful filters, and this will filter the entire view. Now going into the detailed insights about like all the applications. So we saw the top applications over here, but if I want to see all applications, I go to this tab over here. I can click on view all applications, or I can just click over here. This will load all the applications that I have seen in the past 3 hours, and it will give me a lot more insights into each of these applications, like what it is doing in my environment. the applications by risk score, as we see, like based on risk score, like what are like the high risky ones versus the low risky ones. I see data transfer by different like these application categories. And then I see the list of all the applications. There are a lot of enhancements coming to this view as well shortly. This is like the first version, but if I show you like how this applications view is going to look like in 2 months, then this is how the applications view is going to look like. So I get all the information about this particular application here, the app risk score, the attributes, the threats, users, URLs. And if I click on these threats, it will take me to the threats view filtered by this application. So this is where we are actually going with this particular threat view. And now if I want to click on any particular application, it will give me a lot more detailed insights about each of these applications, like what are the total threats type, the total users, the data transfer that has happened. So all these insights are available. Now I can go to similarly SD-WAN applications is also going to be part of activity insights. So I access everything right from one place. So it gives me visibility into about like all the SD-WAN apps. Now going into the threats view, we already went into the threats view and we saw from command center how I can see all the different threats. And there are a lot of different helpful filters again. Like I can filter, do I want to see only the critical ones? Then I can see the critical ones only. And I can filter by severity. Do I want to see only for a specific threat category? Then I can see for threat category. And then it shows me all the different views. I can also go to log viewer if I want to have some additional insight. So I can just click on this view logs and it will filter for this particular threat over here, right over here itself. Now going to the next, which is the user's view here. This is going to show me all the users that are in my network. Again, this user's view is also getting a lot of facelift in the next coming months, where we want to like divide all the user view based on like, are you like a agent user? Are you agentless proxy user? Are you like a like enterprise, like a Prisma Access browser user? Or are you like an office user, or are you like a other user, which is like the IPs that are like accessing the network? So all this visibility is going to be available shortly. So I see over here all my users, all the devices that this particular user is using, what is the last login time, last source region, how is this user connecting. So all this information is available over here. And now I can like go to a particular user and see more detailed insights about like what is the activity, like what is the browsing summary for each, what is like the different threats that are seen for this particular user, what is the connectivity experience, the ADEM experience side of it. So we have all these different things that are actually available in this particular view. So this shows me like the top URL categories for this particular user, like what are the different categories that are accessed. What is the browsing summary? Like what are the different URLs that are accessed? And this is all like test data that we have put in so that we are able to get some good insights over here. Now going back to this activity insights, I think we have three views that are left. So one is the URL view, which is like showing me all the sites that are accessed in my network for the time period selected. So it shows that there are 3.4 million different URLs that were accessed, URLs by category and URLs by risk level. And then I get to see all the URLs on the bottom over here. And I can again filter for a specific URL category, for a specific URL risk level. So I have all these useful filters as well. And this is sorting by total hits, but I can sort by total users, by total applications, by risk level. So I have this sorting functionality also available. And again, it is showing me all the different categories this URL is classified as, and also the rules that allowed this URL to be accessed in my network. So if I am seeing something that should not be allowed, I can actually go and make edits to this particular rule or policy. Now going to this next view, which is the rules view, I can see now we did not have this kind of visibility before. All the rules that are in my network and what each of these rules are doing. Like I can see lab to lab services as the rule, how many sessions it allowed in the past 3 hours, how much upload data and download data happened because of this particular policy, how many threats were seen because of this particular rule. So I get all this different visibility from this rules view. There are more things that we are working on the rule side. When I click on the rule, uh, like we want to show more visibility as to like what were the top impacted users, what were the top impacted applications. So that is the level of details we are actually going into. Going into the regions view, this is the last view of our activity insights feature. So now with regions view, what is happening is I want to see how from each source and destination region, how many applications are used, how many threats are seen, how many users are using this particular thing. So we get this kind of visibility over here itself. So let's say from Denmark to United States, if I want to see particular thing, I can do that. Or I can add source and destination region over here as a filter, and that will also do the same thing. And again, like we are trying to drive a workflow from here. So now if I want to see this particular like threats for this source and destination region, while when we click on it, it will take me to the threats view and show me all these particular threats for those source and destination region. This is the entire workflow that we are trying to drive with this command center and activity insights features. Uh, I hope this was like a really helpful tutorial for you, as you are going to see this soon in all your tenants as well. There are some prerequisites to have these two features. If you have Prisma Access, since you're a Prisma Access customer, then you will have these features available. And for the NGFW, if you are on AIOps for Next Gen Firewall Premium, then you will have this feature as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for patiently listening. I think now we can start with the Q&A if there are any questions.